Boris Johnson has warned the European Union to decide between a no-deal Brexit or accepting Britain as sovereign country. Lord Frost, the Prime Minister's lead negotiator, has told EU Brexit chief Michel Barnier he'll only remain at the negotiating table while the Frenchman is willing to compromise. Mr. Barnier was last week ordered by French President Emmanuel Macron to table a series of 11th-hour proposals that left the negotiations on the brink of collapse. The pair are set to hold late-night discussions as they attempt to break the deadlock in the wrangling over a future EU-UK trade and security agreement. A UK source close to the talks said, "There won't be any agreement if the EU doesn't recognise political reality. We'll only keep talking if there is some movement and we think there's any point." British officials are far more gloomy than their EU counterparts over whether a deal can be struck in the next few days. Downing Street fears there is little wriggle room after a phone call between the Prime Minister and Commission President Ursula von der Leyen failed to change the substance of the talks. The UK and EU are locked in discussions over post-Brexit fishing rights and common standards, including controls over state subsidies for industry. Brussels sources believe a landing zone is emerging for future access to Britain's coastal waters. Both sides are currently battling over whether they should agree to the EU's idea of a 10-year transition period or Britain's 3-year proposal. But an EU diplomat said the real challenge was in finding a compromise that would allow Brussels to respond with trade tariffs if Britain refuses to match the bloc's standards in the future. UK dealmaker Lord Frost arrived in Brussels last night, saying, "We're going to be working very hard to get a deal. We're going to see what happens in negotiations today and we'll be looking forward to meeting our European colleagues later this afternoon." Mr. Barnier yesterday cleared his diary, cancelling meetings with EU 27 ambassadors and MEPs, to have a serious stab at ending the deadlock. An EU diplomat familiar with the discussions told Express.co.uk, "It feels all quite choreographed.